Dennis Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside with a very good crew here today to watch some excellent wrestling on Championship Wrestling. And by LA today, Dave, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new AWA Southern Tag Champions, the fabulous ones, who will be wrestling in a non-title bout right here today. And it should be a doggone good card.
All kinds of talent. Not here. Jonathan Boyd.
Hold it, Dave.
Just 1 minute.
Jonathan Boyd.
What did you just say? I was watching the monitor. You tell me what you just said about the new champion.
I said that we have the brand new AWA Southern Tag Champions, the fabulous ones, will be right out here in a non-title bout today. We're going to have them live.
Okay, we were in that bloody tournament. The bloody Sheepers were there, and we were there to beat every single bloody team you had. You know how the fabulous ones defeated the bloody Sheepers? That match went to a bloody time limit draw, which was too short for a title match. And what else bloody happened? The referee says, okay, we're going to settle it on the toss of a coin. And we lose the bloody titles. Do you call that American Yankee bloody justice? Do you call that justice? How can you lose the match? Here are the bloody fabulous ones laying their own puke and their own blood, and we're standing, and you turn around and toss a coin and hand them the belts. That is a disgusting way to run a sport. It's a disgusting way to run a bloody country. No wonder everybody all over the world hates you bloody Yanks, and we hate you more than ever. Listen, if they're the champions, we'll challenge them right now, today on TV. And I'll tell you what I'll do. Seeing that the belt cost them a quarter, I will give them this quarter as a challenge incentive so that they will wrestle the bloody Sheepers, and we'll prove for once and for all who are the bloody champions. The fabulous ones or the kids from down under that roll them up fast, the bloody Sheepers. Hey, you never go in there and tell them about the challenge. We challenge the fabulous ones. Come and show these people here and everyone out there how tough Yanks really are. And they're not bloody tough at all, as far as we're concerned.
Well, of course, you got your opinion. We think they're pretty tough. They got the titles. The challenge has been thrown down. There's the quarter that they left as the significance of the challenge in there, Dave. And, of course, what the Boyd is talking about.
I know that the cowards are not going to accept, because we already know that we're going to wrestle two people here on TV, and we know the fabulous ones want to look good, and they don't want to lose on TV. They're nothing but Yankee, stinking, rotten, low-down, scum cowards of bloody Yanks. And that's my opinion, not only of the fabulous one, but of everyone in America. Everyone sitting out here are all cowards, and the bloody fabulous ones are the biggest ones of them all.
Jonathan Boyd, just some more of that venom in there. He is representing Rip Morgan, the other half of the Sheepherders, in a challenge of the fabulous ones, and he is talking about right today. Now, what happened was that in the tournament, it was a one-night AWA tournament that took place in Memphis, Tennessee, and obviously you can't have all the matches run 60 minutes because you'd be there until this time next month. So what they have to do is set a shorter time limit, an hour time limit on the final match. They cannot have any draws or wrestle off after it is over with in the time limit, so they go with a flip of the coin. I don't disagree with Jonathan Boyd that that's not the best way to do it, maybe. I don't know any other way to be sure that you get it done and get it established in one night. That's the only way that I know of. It's not the way that everybody would like. The fabulous ones abided by the rules. They won the tournament, and it's true. They did win by a flip of the coin over the Sheepherders in an earlier match that they met the Sheepherders in one of the preliminaries, and they went on to win the entire tournament. So Jonathan Boyd is out here screaming and yelling that they got cheated out of. They had the same rules and all of that. I will say this, that I think the way that bout was going, it was going to be one of the classic tag matches that we've had, and I frankly would love to see the fabulous ones going against the Sheepherders. Let's see what we've got on the show today after we dispense with Mr. Boyd's challenge out here. We'll take a look at the highlights. Here's some of the folks that you're going to be.
One fall, 15-minute time limit match about to get underway here. Total weight of 464 pounds. Introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, Bill Smithson, and his partner from Canada, Terry Adonis. Going against him, total weight 434 pounds. From Japan, Tojo Yamamoto. His partner from Nashville, Tennessee, Jerry Jarrett. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. The referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, we've got Yamamoto and Jarrett going against Smithson and Adonis. This is the first time on Championship Wrestling for Smithson and Adonis to make their appearance. Bell time, and we're off and running. Hey, I am curious to whether the challenge is going to be accepted or not by the practitioners.
I am indeed.
From the sheep herders.
No word yet on whether the challenge will be accepted or not. I suppose we'll just kind of wait and see. In there right now, it's Jerry Jarrett. Terry Adonis going against him. Adonis, I believe our first look at him on Championship Wrestling. Certainly the first look in a long time. He wraps both feet around the bottom rope. Good move when you're in trouble. One of those moves fans don't like to see. But boy, you get out of trouble quick that way. The referee will call for a break every time.
I'll tell you, Jarrett waist-locked him and really jerked him off his feet, had him up in the air, banged him down, and as you said, good fast move by Adonis, who went straight at the ropes. Oh, look at here. There's another takedown.
Jerry Jarrett using the speed to prevent Adonis from setting up on a very good hold. Jerry just kept moving. Tag made. Bill Smithson will be coming in. Smithson, the larger of the partners over here in this corner with Adonis and himself. Bill Smithson out of Nashville, Tennessee. Down behind Jerry Jarrett, trying to take him down off his feet. Has not been able to do it yet. Has him up in the air. Both of them down on the mat. Jarrett actually ends up with the advantage, but Smithson grabs the bottom rope, and again, the referee's right there saying, give me a break on the rope. Smithson comes firing back with a right forearm. Did not land a good one. Jarrett was able to back away. Here's the tag. Tojo Yamamoto coming in now. Ichiban, #1 Imperial Japanese wrestler Tojo Yamamoto.
Honorable Imperial, not only that.
Right.
Tojo, he can still chop stew out of you, and I'll tell you what, he just did.
Well, that's the move you'll see from Tojo most in a match. And it's just as effective as it's ever been, let me tell you. Ooh, big broad arm across the back. Smithson is answered with one of those patented Tojo Yamamoto chops, and it knocked him off his feet.
Now both of the partners, Adonis and Smithson, have tasted some of that Yamamoto chop. And there's a tag back to Adonis. Smithson said, hey, you try him for a while. And Tojo back to the corner, tags Jerry Jarrett, and Jarrett squares off center of the ring. Double leg dive, slits down, covers up on Adonis.
Adonis considering hair pulling.
Yes.
The referee was right there to stop it. Good eye by the referee. Hip toss by Jerry Jarrett puts Terry Adonis down to the mat. 3 minutes gone. 15 minutes the overall time limit. This one fall only. Headlock by Jerry Jarrett. Adonis back on his feet. Not for long, as Jerry Jarrett would much rather have him on the mat. You can't get a pin with a man standing on his feet. So you get him on the mat, and you're in better shape to make a move to pin those shoulders.
One interesting feature today, Dave, we'll have on Championship Wrestling is we will be talking to our very first sports agent of wrestling. That's very prominent in the world of sport, baseball, football. We've heard a lot about them. We're going to be talking to our first sports agent that'll be making his appearance on Championship Wrestling a little later.
All right. Terry Adonis facing Tojo Yamamoto. Tojo not letting him get away. I think Tojo, yeah, he hung on to him by the hair. Adonis with long hair, and Tojo used it to pull him over to the corner. Tag made on Jerry Jarrett. Jarrett hammered with a broad arm as he came in there. Head rammed into the turnbuckle. Adonis makes the tag on the larger Bill Smithson. Smithson steps through the ropes. Both of them in there. Jarrett off the ropes. And into double upper arm to the midsection. Smithson with the body slam on Jerry Jarrett. Drops down with the lower leg. Covers one. One is all he gets. Jarrett able to kick out of it at the 1 count. Over to the corner and the tag on Tojo Yamamoto. In with a chop. He cut his feet out from under him. Adonis coming in. Tojo going after both of them. One chop after another. Adonis run out of the ring. Smithson off the rope. Sets him up for Jarrett. Jarrett presses him down to the mat. Adonis is there. Foot to the back. Referee calls for the bell to be rung. Disqualification for interference on Terry Adonis, so the win is going to go to Tojo and Jarrett. Everybody in the ring, though. Match is over, but the action continues. That's Bill Smithson. Tojo chops him. Jerry Jarrett throwing Adonis through the ropes down on the floor. And the hands raised. Jerry Jarrett, Tojo Yamamoto in exactly 5 minutes of action as they get the win on disqualification.
Okay, Yamamoto and Jarrett walk away with a disqualification victory over the team of Smithson and Adonis. And, of course, that was very quick on the disqualification, but it'll get you every time when you start throwing the referee down, and that's exactly what happened when Adonis going in there to help out his partner. Right now we're calling in Floyd Creechman, Leslie Floyd Creechman III, who is, we had told you a little bit earlier, we have not had an opportunity on our championship wrestling program to talk to a sports agent, and Mr. Creechman is here in that capacity today.
Right. First of all, I'll tell the people of Tennessee, my name is Leslie Floyd Creechman III, as you said. I'm from Moscow. I went to the University of Germany, Heidelberg University. I graduated in law, and I consider myself the greatest wrestling professional attorney in professional wrestling. And with my guidance, you're going to soon see a tape later of Bota, the future AWA wrestling champion of the world. I'm going to advise him, and I'm going to guide him right to the top until we do what we came here to do. And ladies and gentlemen of Tennessee, I want to tell you one thing. You're looking at Leslie Floyd Creechman III, and you must be saying to yourself, who is this young punk attorney? Well, I'll tell you people one thing. You be careful how you address me, because that's a criminal offense. And me being a lawyer, I'll take you all to court. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to boogie, bump, and hustle. We're going to get down. We're going to show the people what we're made out of. Sugar and spice and everything nice. And it's just a matter of time. Because one by one, we're going to defeat. We're going to demolish. We're going to go right to the top. I came here for one reason. And we're going to get the belt. And Bota, I discovered this man. He's an animal. He's wild. Wait till you people see him. He likes fire. He burns people. He walks on nails. And baby, let me tell you, together we're going to go right to the end. Because the way I win my cases in the courtroom, I'm going to stimulate and I'm going to manipulate Bota to go right to the top. And I relate to you people of Tennessee as ladies and gentlemen of the jury for a simple reason. You're the people that decide. You're going to see. You take all the sufficient proof, all the sufficient evidence, acknowledge that, and then you'll be left to come to the same conclusion as I have. The same verdict, that he is the greatest professional wrestler. Bota and Leslie Floyd Creechman III. Every time we leave the ring, we're going to walk out of the ring with our hands raised in the air for victory, one by one. Let it be Jerry Lawler. Let it be anybody. Come one, come out, big, small. It don't matter. Now, is there anything else you would like to ask me?
I was under the impression we had a videotape that you had brought here of Bota. Can we take a look at that?
I would appreciate if you would show the people what this man looks like, what he can do in the ring.
This guy is referred to as the...
Ladies and gentlemen of the Mid-South, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Bota, the witch doctor. Last year, while I was on a hunting safari in the primitive Maori Islands near New Zealand, our guide persuaded a local chieftain to let us view one of their ceremonial rituals. Two men were battling to the death for the right to be their witch doctor champion. You are looking at the winner, Bota, not only a master of combat, but a master of the most dangerous element on earth, fire. Bota, the trivial witch doctor, whose daily routine includes walking on burning coals and through a wall of flames, knows no pain and exists only to carry out to beat all his opponents. And one by one, he's going to defeat them. Under my guidance, we're going to go right to the top. We're going to dominate the wrestling world. Because, ladies and gentlemen, believe me that I believe you, that we believe each other. This is the future AWA wrestling champions. One by one, we're going to defeat, we're going to demolish. Big, small, come one, come all. Look at this man move. Look at the way he walks. Look at the way he fights. He kicks. He's a third dan black belt. This man is unbelievable. But you're going to have a chance to see him in action. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right to the top. Because every time we leave the ring, we're going to walk out of the ring with our hands raised in the air for victory.
Well, their first glimpse, best we could see of Bota.
First of all, in Tennessee, you only got 3 good things that you can brag about. You had Elvis Presley, you have the Grand Ole Opera in Nashville, and now you have Bota and Leslie Floyd Creechman III. And that's all I got to say to you.
Okay, well, there's Leslie Floyd Creechman III, representative who represents Bota, the witch doctor. We're going to take time out. We'll be back in just a minute. We're going to get into the entire card coming up Monday night down at the Coliseum. Before we do, I would just like to welcome the king and holder of the AWA Southern Heavyweight title, who, by the way, as usual, will be getting the first test of Mr. Bota, Master of Fire, Witch Doctor, and all those good things.
Yeah, all those good things. Now, I heard this, what was his name again?
Leslie Floyd Creechman III.
Third.
Yeah.
Where did he say he was from?
I am not sure that I even remember.
I thought he said Moscow.
Oh, he said he went to the university. No, he went to Heidelberg. That was it, yeah.
Well, Moscow, Tennessee is about the closest he's ever come to any Moscow. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
Now, here's a jerk. Another guy, you know what, Lance? I mean, this is like another one of the long line of what I call leeches in professional, not only in professional wrestling, but, you know, you said you at first were going to introduce him as a sports agent, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
that was the information I had.
Now, I mean, you know, this may make some people upset, but I look at sports agents as just like wrestling managers. They're all a bunch of leeches. They're a bunch of jerks who probably never played any sport in their life. They're guys who try to feed off of athletes, and they go in there and they try to cash in. They make these guys go in there and to all the owners of the different teams and things and try to get as much money as they can. So, of course, the agent can take a big percentage of that. What they wind up doing is pricing a lot of these guys right out of business. They make you raise your ticket prices so high.
First of all, Jerry Lawler, I want you to be careful how you address Leslie Floyd Creechman III. I want you to watch how you talk about me, because in my law book, Article 1605, page 62, defamation of character. That's a criminal offense. And if I have to, I'll take you to court. Right now, I'm a legal advisor for Bota because I discovered him, and I only handle the greatest professional wrestler, which is him. And Jerry Lawler, remember what I'm telling you. Be careful, because if I have to, I'll take the whole association wrestling over here in Tennessee. I'll take them all to court because I come from a family of attorneys. Remember that, Lawler. Yeah, that's right.
Well, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you what I think about you and what I think about your kind. I'm not talking about attorneys. I'm talking about sports agents. I'm talking about people, just like I said, leeches like yourself. You've probably never been in a wrestling ring in your life. You've probably never had on a pair of tights. No, let me finish talking. You've probably never been in a fight in your life. You've never been in any kind of athletic competition. All you want to do is try to cash in on somebody that does. You're out to make your living. You're out to make your money off of somebody else, just like a leech. That's what you are.
You have a lot of nerve, because I don't have to wrestle. I don't have to fight, because I got brains. I got intelligence. I got knowledge. I got skills. And Bota does the fighting for me. He's got the agility, the ability, the size, the stamina, the power, which he's going to put you down on the mat for the count of 3 anytime you want, any place, Jerry Lawler.
Let me just tell you, as I've said before, if I had a nickel for every time some jerk, some two-bit jerk like you has come through this town telling me that I'm going to get put down, telling me that somebody's going to take my title, I'd be a rich man. I wouldn't have to wrestle anymore. But I don't have a nickel for every jerk that's come through here. So you bring your bow tie, and you bring anybody else that you can line up, and you put them in the ring, brother. Because Memphis, Tennessee, maybe you don't know a lot about Memphis, Tennessee, but before I'm through with you, you and this jerk bow tie are going to know an awful lot about it.
The reason why you got no money, and the reason why you're not rich, is because you're not under my guidance. because I would never take you under my guidance, because I don't consider you as a good professional wrestler. I consider you as a lowlife. Excuse my language, because I'm talking to you the same way you talk to me. But I'm going to reread my law book. I'm going to check, because defamation of character is a serious offense. And maybe then I just might make another $25,000. If you have the money, I'm going to take it from you, and you're going to have to hire lawyers.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah, ask me.
Is that a law book?
Yeah, that's the law book. But you don't know how to read, so I wouldn't
What
show it to
page?
you.
What page is assault and battery under?
Page 16.
Is that right?
62.
Well, you get ready to look it up real quick, because you
Don't
keep
come
running
too
that
close
big
to me.
mouth of yours,
Don't
and
come
that's
too
what you're
close
going to
to
have to
me.
charge me. Because I'll take my fist and I'll fist it right down your throat. You understand?
I'm
You
leaving.
bring your bow
I'm
tie
leaving.
down there, yeah.
And the next time I'm going to
That'd be a
see
good
you,
idea.
the next time I'm going to see Jerry Lawler is going to be when he's against my protege, the future champion of the world, Bota, or in the court, because I need an extra $25,000 from you. I don't know if you can afford it, but I'm going to get it from you, Lawler. Now, you can stay here. I have nothing else to say to you.
Leslie Floyd Creekman III. He's big with the words, I'll say that, Jerry.
Yeah, well, he's big with the words, and he better have somebody in his corner down there that's going to be big with a couple of these, because as the people out here know, they don't call me the king around here for nothing. Is that right? Creekman can bring his bow tie or whatever he wants to call him down there. He's challenging for the Southern Heavyweight Championship, and everybody knows how long and how hard I fought to get that belt back. And, brother, I didn't come out here to be a one-week champion. I've got the belt back around my waist. And Creekman, you're going to find out just how hard I'll fight to keep it there. Now, you say this guy's the master of fire. He likes to walk through fires. He likes to be burned, apparently. Well, I may make him a real happy man come Monday night, I guarantee you.
Okay, Jerry. Yeah, when you start talking about liking fire, you're talking to the wrong man, or the right man, as the case may be, with Jerry Lawler. Let me give you the entire action coming up down at the Mid-South Coliseum on Monday. Regular prices, of course, in effect, and 8 p.m. is the bell time. Children 10 and under to general admission will be admitted for just $2. You can get tickets at the Coliseum, and you can get them, of course, at all the Ticketmaster locations today. Monday, the Coliseum will have them for you. You can get them in advance and be ready to go. We've got a whale of a nice card lined up. We've got a full card of 6 bouts. 5 of them are tag matches, as a matter of fact, and a lot of new faces that you're going to have a chance to see there. Bill Smithson and Terry Adonis, that you saw out here a little bit earlier, will be going against Tommy Montana and Johnny Rich, who will be making his first appearance. Johnny was scheduled in the tournament, but due to some transportation difficulties, got here after match time. He was here, and we're delighted to see him back in the Memphis area. And then we're going to be looking at Phil Hickerson and the Spoiler going against Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett. A lot of experience in those two teams right there, as that will be one of the outstanding tag matches. A good one we're looking forward to will be Billy Travis and Ron Sexton going against the team of Jerry Oski and Jay Youngblood. Should be a dandy. The Sheepherders will be in a bout with Les Freeman and Gino De La Sera, who will be making their second appearance in the Mid-South Coliseum. Following that, a Southern Tag title match. The AWA title's on the line when Stan and Steve, the fabulous ones, will be going against the former champions, PYT, the Pretty Young Things, Norvell Austin and Coco Ware. What a whale of a bout that will be for the Southern Tag belt. And then an AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship match when Jerry the King Lawler will be defending against Bota, Master of Fire, the Witch Doctor, who will be challenging and making his first appearance in the Coliseum under the tutelage and guidance and conversation of Leslie Floyd Creechman III. All of that action coming up, Mid-South Coliseum, Monday night. Get your tickets, bring the family, and be right there. Okay, here they come, and we're looking forward to talking to them with those beautiful new AWA Southern Tag belts around their waist. Stan and Steve, the fabulous ones. Hi, Stan. How you doing, buddy? Steve?
You know, Les, we can't help but stand back there and watch these sheepherders come out here, you know, and Steve and I are the Mid-South Tag Team Champions now. We're quite proud of that fact. And even though we did win by a coin toss, they had just as much chance to win as we did.
That's right.
You know what burns me up about those guys? They come out here and they want to knock America. They want to knock the people of the South and stuff. Well, I mean, if they don't like it, what are they doing here? They're over here working for American money. They're driving American cars, and they're out every night after matches trying to pick up American women. Hey, guys, if you don't like it over here, then get the hell out. Go back over there down under. We don't need you over here, guys. Let me tell you something, too. We're not one bit cowards. We'll get you in the ring right now, or Monday night, or Tuesday night, or any day of the week, but preferably right now on TV in front of millions of people. We'll take your challenge. We'll get in the ring right now, anytime, any place, brother.
Well, that pretty well puts it straight. I know you guys. The furthest thing in the mind is the fact that the Fabulous Ones are cowards. You won the title with the rules that prevail, and by golly, that's all you can ask of anybody.
Well, thank you, Lance. That's a nice compliment. You know, I've got to hand it really to Jonathan Boyd because he's really an intelligent man if you figure it this way. The guy came in here. They haven't climbed any ladder. They don't deserve a title shot no more than any other team in here. But what he does is he comes out here and he puts your back against the wall. Well, that's pretty smart, Jonathan Boyd. He put us in a position, and now we're forced to give them a title shot on television. Well, we're not actually forced into anything. Being the Southern Tag Team Champions, you more or less got your own guideline. All you have to do is defend it once a month.
Right.
Well, we've only had this title a short time, but we're going to put it up right now. You know, on television, you hardly ever see a match like this. You hardly ever see a title match, first of all. And then the second thing is you don't see the two top competitors wrestling each other. Today, right now, we'll get in the ring right now in front of everybody with these belts on the line for a 60-minute tag team title match, and we'll give it to the people.
That's the kind of men these guys are. They're not backing down. They'll say they'll do it right here, not wait until the Mid-South Coliseum or the Louisville Gardens or someplace. Do it right here on television, and they'll do it now. That is the kind of guys you're talking about when you're talking about the Fabulous Ones. I assume I would love to see it. And, well, you heard...
Hey, they said they had their backs up against the wall. Okay, now you're going to see their backs laying flat on the mat, and I'm going to beat them in there. 1, 2, 3.
Tom, yeah, come on in here. You've heard, I think, and discussed with them before they ever came out.
AWA sanctioned match. It's 1 fall, 1 hour time limit, and this is what it is for the championship.
It is a legal sanctioned AWA Southern Tag Championship. I love it, Dave. Sheepherders and the Fabulous Ones. Let's go, Dave.
All right, and it is going to be a title match. The AWA Southern Tag Team titles are on the line. 1 fall, 60-minute time limit. Introducing the challengers. At a total weight of 486 pounds from New Zealand, the Sheepherders, Jonathan Boyd and Rip Morgan. And the champions, both from Florida, at a total weight of 459 pounds, the Fabulous Ones, Steve Stan Lane. 1 fall, 60-minute time limit match. The referee for this championship match is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, we've got the New Zealand flag, and of course that is out there with the Sheepherders. They always make a big deal of going through this ceremony with the New Zealand flag. Kind of have to echo the comments made by Stan Lane in regards to their attitude about America and a lot of other things. Rip Morgan starting out against Stan Lane.
Morgan, rugged member of a rugged team, the Sheepherders. Well, they've got quite a history. Beautiful new Southern Tag Team Championship belts here on the desk, awaiting the winners of the match. Showed you those new belts a couple of weeks ago. They are terrific looking, too. Stan and Steve, holders of the belts for just a short time, but they put them on the line here today. Tag made. Here's Steve Kern.
That takes a lot of courage too. Talking about them being cowards, because a couple of guys come out here and shoot their mouths off like Boyd did. Say, put them on the line right now because of the way you won the belt. They won it according to the rules. That's the way it was in the tournament, and certainly perfectly legal and everything else. And yet, I went back there during the second break and heard the discussion, and they weren't backing up a minute, Dave. They're ready to climb right now, and here they are with the titles on the line.
Jonathan Boyd facing Steve Kern. Boyd with a headlock over to the corner, and the tag on Rip Morgan. Kern slips the headlock. Wanted to be set when Morgan stepped through the ropes.
Fabs were originally scheduled to climb in today with Travis and Sexton, and they were kind of looking forward to seeing if they could teach Travis and Sexton a little manners. A brash young team, but this, I'm delighted to say, takes preference over that match. And the Fabulous Ones with a snap mare from Steve Kern as he takes big Rip Morgan down.
Morgan, a very tall wrestler, good range. Kern, the taller of the Fabulous Ones.
A cousin, by the way, of Jonathan Boyd. He used to be with Luke Williams, and when Jonathan was injured in an automobile accident, which he maintains was at the hands of one of the wrestlers in the area, Luke Williams went with another cousin. There are 4 of them that wrestle, and Rip Morgan, when Jonathan was ready to go, Rip, the biggest of all of them, is the partner that Jonathan Boyd chose.
2.5 minutes gone. Remember, this one is a 1-hour time limit. 1 hour, the total time limit for this championship match. Ooh, Morgan to the midsection. Big forearm, which he has a brace or something wrapped around right in the middle of the arm. Come to kick Stan Lane. Slam Morgan's head into the turnbuckle, and in the same motion, tag Steve Kern. Kern with Morgan in the air. Body slams the sheepherder.
Boy, he snapped him up, too, Dave. As big as Morgan is, he crotched him, took him right up in the air, single legs him, drives with that knee down on the inner thigh, and hooks it up, holding on to the toe. Rip Morgan on the deck, and Jonathan Boyd threatening, but nothing is happening. Here he comes.
Steve Kern was keeping one eye on Jonathan Boyd. You got to do that.
So was Stan Lane. I noticed Stan was coming through as quick as Boyd was coming through, and the referee stepped in. Stan backed up.
Morgan reaching for the tag and gets it. Jonathan Boyd will be coming in. Steve Kern slides out of the ring for a moment, down onto the floor. Jonathan Boyd yelling, he's a coward, he's out of the ring.
He's got a 10 count to hop back up. Steve is just taking a little time to stroll around there and talk with Stan. He's in the ring, Jonathan, turn around and wrestling. Boyd always wanting to put somebody down. I tell you, we've had a lot of people who are negative like that. I don't know of anybody who is any more negative than Jonathan Boyd. Steve Kern kick out after a 1 count. No problem, really. Shin locks him. As he got that reverse face lock on him and starts digging at the nose and the mouth, and the referee telling him, bring it up. Tag on Morgan. Rip Morgan, while Boyd is holding him, he drops the foot right in the midsection. Clobbers down on Steve. Steve on hands and knees now, back up on his feet as Morgan slugging away with that left hand, and Steve comes right up at him. Comes off with the shoulder. Oh, yeah. Nice. Steve Kern puts the shoulder, slides out. There's a little break in there. Stan and Steve involved in a hassle, while Jonathan Boyd, you can see, picks up the flag, not unsurprising, knowing Boyd, and slams Steve Kern as Stan is back there with Rip Morgan while the referee breaks that up. Stan sent out of the ring, and Steve down on the deck after being slammed with that New Zealand flag. Here comes Morgan outside on the ring apron, and Stan Lane helping his partner. I think bleeding, yeah.
When Boyd jabbed him with that pole, it looks like he cut him above the eye. Referee tolling the count. He's at 4. Kern's got a 10 count to get back in the ring. Stan Lane comes into the apron, and Kern under the ropes, but the sheepherder, Rip Morgan, right there with a big boot.
Working on the cut Dave, he's slamming him right where Boyd cut him with that New Zealand flag staff. There's a tag on Boyd. Elbow again. One fall, 60-minute AWA Southern Tag Championship match that promoters approved as the challenge was thrown out by the sheepherders to the newly crowned Fabulous Ones, the champions. Whip! Big elbow. Nails Steve Kern.
Count of 2. He kicked off. 7 minutes, 50 seconds gone. 7 minutes, 20 seconds into the action.
Morgan. Popping down. We're going to, Dave, have to take a break here as this is a one-fall 60-minute match. So we're going to keep it grinding. We'll have it on tape in the event something happens. But right now, let's quickly take a break, and we'll be back to the AWA Championship match in just a moment. Action very much the same as when we cut away. Steve Kern in a little worse shape because they have been making certain that Steve didn't get a tag on Stan Lane. And they've been pounding away on Kern, who was cut by the flag staff that Jonathan Boyd used on his head.
They've been keeping him away from the corner while the sheepherders, Boyd and Rip Morgan, have made a tag or two. That's Morgan in there now. There's Stan Lane from outside. He's watching, but can't go in there without getting disqualified. Kern at one point was reaching for a tag, but he was in the wrong corner.
Jonathan Boyd choking Kern over the top rope, and Stan ready to come flying across there as he's not getting any help out of the referee. Referee's trying, but the sheepherders, typical of them, not taking much heed of what the referee is saying. Steve being bounced around, and boy, oh boy, his face is a mess. They have really been hammering him hard and continue to do so. Titles on the line. Jonathan Boyd takes over from cousin Rip Morgan. Boyd whips across the ring. Uses a battering ram on him, drove him right in the midsection. Steve down. Ooh. Boy, talking about courage, plenty of it.
Very close to having new Southern Tag Team champions right there, but Steve Kern was able to break the cover with that kick at the count of 2.
Boyd chewing on Steve Kern, trying to aggravate the cut is Rip Morgan stomping away on Kern. Morgan is a big guy, too, I gotta tell you. Kern over the bottom rope. The referee trying to get Morgan back, and here comes Stan, keeping his eye on Jonathan Boyd, trying to protect Steve Kern, who is in bad shape at the moment.
Stan pulling Steve over closer to his corner. Now Stan just trying to keep him away from Rip Morgan.
Morgan is playing right into the hands of the Fabulous Ones, Dave, because if he would step back, Kern would have to get back in there. Each second that he delayed it by going after it, it just gave Steve that much more rest period.
That's right. When he came after Steve, the referee would then stop the count and restart the 10 count at that point. Steve in trouble here, though.
Big trouble.
13 minutes, 5 seconds gone in the action.
Elbow, and Kern is down on the deck again. Shoots out a right, not much behind it. And Rip Morgan just follows right in behind with a forearm, slamming Kern. Look at Jonathan Boyd. I know he's got the chokehold. We couldn't see it because of his body blocking it on this side. but I know he's choking out. Here he's choking him on the rope now.
There's Stan Lane.
Stan moves Boyd back, and Morgan takes over. And Steve really being pounded hard by the sheep herders. All of this started, as Stan watches, all of this started with Steve in trouble when he was thrown out by Morgan. And Jonathan Boyd came over with that New Zealand flag standard, poked him in the head with it, and busted him open.
Morgan and Boyd with Steve Kern back in the corner. Got the double team working back there. The referee trying to... Steve starts for the corner. He saw Stan Lane across the way, headed for the tag, and he got within about 2.5 feet of the tag, but Morgan grabbed him and pulled him away. Yeah, Steve Kern battling back. The fabulous one, not out of it yet as Kern's battling back. He needs the tag on Stan Lane in the corner. He's working that way. He got it. Here comes Stan Lane.
And the referee, with his back to it, missed it, and look at this. Steve pitched him into the ropes. The referee still arguing with Stan, and Steve can't get a count. Look at Boyd from behind. He's got something he pulled out of his wrestling attire, whirled it in the air, and busted him right on top of the head. There's a tag from Morgan. Steve Kern is out on the deck, and there's a count of 1, 2, 3, and the referee raises the hands of what will be the new Southern Tag Champions. A flagrant violation on the part of Jonathan Boyd and Rip Morgan to get the titles. We saw it.
Champions, eh?
Yeah.
Didn't I bloody tell you? Once they get in the ring with us, they're either going to be very good or very tough. And there's nobody over here very good, and there's certainly nobody over here very tough but the bloody sheep.
We saw the measure that you took in order to win the titles, Jonathan. Yeah, you got them in your hand, no doubt about that. Referee was, in fact, hey, what is this? Eddie Marlin, Tom Renesco coming out and grabbing the Southern belt.
You saw what happened. I think everybody here on television saw what happened. You used a foreign object. You're not going to get the belt. I don't care what you say. We're not going to tolerate things like
They
this.
can't do that. It's a bloody referee's decision. In a title match, it's a referee's decision. Just like when the referee tossed the coin and we lost. Hey, we lost on the toss of a coin. Now they just beat their brains in and you want to take the belt off.
If we got a tape that we could replay and show exactly what Boyd did. Yeah, okay, stand by. Stand by. We're going to take a look here. Here comes Leslie Floyd Creechman III out
May I
here.
please have a word?
But you really have no...
Number
anything as far as
Number
I'm
one,
concerned.
I'm going by the law. Number one, the referee has the final say. I saw you beat them for the count of 3. Now, in my briefcase, I have all the sufficient proof. I have all the sufficient evidence that I will need if you want me to stand by you, because I feel that you're right. Nobody can overpower the referee's decision.
You may have it in your briefcase. We've got it right here on videotape. Take a look at this. Look right here. Tom Renesco and Eddie Marlin. Now this is it. Look at Boyd. He hit him right in the head after pulling it out. There it is, right there. Now you talking about proof. That's proof.
The referee has the final say. A decision cannot be changed, no matter what you say. Here's my card. Here's my card. If you need any advice, any legal advice, you need a good manager, anything.
Hey, you mind your own business. At first, be quiet for a minute. At first, I didn't like this yank coming out, butting into our business. But seeing he wants to come out and show you people the legal aspects of this situation, I told you what they were. If I can lose those belts on the toss of a bloody coin when we're in there 2-on-2 with a referee and we walk out the winners, that is what it is. It's the referee's decision. The bloody rule book's my Bible, you know that?
And I will He can consult me anytime he wants. You have my card, my name, my phone number. Leslie Floyd, Preachman III. Get in touch
the
with
belts
me.
back right now,
That's
or I'll
right.
sue
The
you.
belts belong to them.
Right now, I'll sue you.
Hey,
and
What do you mean they belong to them? You saw what happened on the
I
tape.
don't care what you have in the tape. They shot them for the count of 3. Their hands were raised by the referee legally, the right way.
I don't want to get into a lot of legal jargon. As much as I hate it, I have to admit,
You know, I'm right.
he is
I'm
right.
right.
Technically, he's right.
Technically,
He's
I'm
completely
right.
That's all I was trying to say. I didn't need a bloody lawyer, but if I have to get one, I'll
But ultimately, it can be appealed, right, to the AWA?
In my eyes, the way the referee counted, the count of 3, these are the new tag team champions. Right over here. That's right.
Boy, I hope you're proud of those
I'm
belts.
very proud.
I'll tell you what. It took more than a quarter to win them, didn't it?
Yeah, it
And
took
went
some
up in there
fast-talking
and beat
lawyer
their
to
bloody
get out of
brains in there. He just came out and told you what's right from wrong. And if you don't know what's right from wrong now, I'm sure they know he's the toughest team.
It's not over with yet. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be back in just a minute. Yeah, we were back checking with, because of the heat of the argument out here, I want to go back and check with Tom Ernesto and Eddie Marlin, and they confirmed that they do not have the power to change the title right then and there.
Very true. We are going to appeal it, and everyone saw what happened, and I'm very agitated over this. Let me say this. We're going to change it, but we're going to appeal it, and it's going to take weeks for an appeal. So the one thing we can do, we can certainly change it Monday night. The Fabs, they want a rematch on Monday night for the championship, and as far as Eddie and I are concerned, they're going to get it.
Okay, so the Fabs will have a rematch Monday night with the Sheepherders for the title.
Absolutely, and that's one thing we can do, and I personally, well, I can't say what I want to say personally, but that's the way it is.
Okay, thank you very much, Tom Ernesto and Eddie Marlin. So, that is the situation. There will be a title match, and it'll be between the Fabulous Ones challenging this time for the Sheepherders instead of waiting around for weeks for something to happen. Now, let's go to the ring. We got some more action coming up here. Dave got what ought to be...
All right, coming in right now, it's Billy Travis and Ron Sexton with their manager, Buddy Wayne. And here come their opponents stepping into the ring across the way. This match is going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing at a total weight of 452 pounds over on the right of the screen. From Florida, Les Freeman, and from New York City, Gino De La Sera. Going against him at 449 pounds, from Hamden, Connecticut, Billy Travis. His partner from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ron Sexton. Their manager in their corner, Buddy Wayne. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee.
Okay, Sexton and Travis going against the team of De La Sera and Freeman. I think Les was here in a single match last week, or was it Gino?
Both of them.
Gino, yeah.
Both of them have been here one time before, but as I don't believe they wrestled as a tag team last time.
No, you are correct. They did
They were
not.
wrestling single. That is Ron Sexton in here against Les Freeman right now. Freeman with the bear hug. Nice power move by Sexton as he took him down to the mat. That's a nice illegal move by Travis and Sexton. Travis's knee pad. That's Freeman off the rope. Scooped up by Billy Travis.
It was almost like a clinic that they should come back to back, because Sexton, what he used was very similar to it, but it's called a belly-to-belly suplex, where they whirl around in the waist lock and slam the body down. Travis comes right back out, and he actually crotches in the conventional manner, stays right with him, and power slammed him. So whatever the call of the name, it is terribly difficult to withstand something like that. Oh, look at here.
Especially two in a row. Sexton dropping with the leg. Covers. Picked him up at the count of 1.5. The referee's hand on its way down for the 2 count, but Travis had already picked him up by the, or rather Sexton had already picked him up by the hair. Ron Sexton dropping down on him again. Les Freeman in trouble. He's been in there all the way. We're a minute 45 seconds into the action. This is Billy Travis.
Travis and Sexton, they are a very aggressive young team. They're managed by Buddy Wayne, who has plenty of experience in the ring. And there's a tag on Gino De La Sera, and it's a doggone good time for Gino to get in there, as Les had taken a lot of punishment.
Billy Travis slowed him down back in the corner, though, and De La Sera finds himself in a world of trouble. Travis holding him. Ron Sexton off the ropes. Gino De La Sera back in the corner. Ron Sexton fields him across the ring with the arm drag. Sexton throwing in a little chokehold for a good measure. There again is Billy Travis's knee in the way. 2 minutes, 45 seconds gone. Lots of action in this one. As Travis and Sexton, a tag team that's been making quite a bit of noise around the territory in recent weeks. There's a cover by Gino De La Sera. Thought he might have had a chance to pin Travis. He did have him covered, but couldn't hold him there for the count. Him up, and Les Freeman with a nice drop kick puts him down to the mat. Billy Travis in the air. Body slam by Les Freeman.
Good timing on that drop kick, too, Dave. That's not easy. When your partner whips into the rope, you got to depend on the slingshot action to time it out, and he did it well. He wished he were right back in that again, because Sexton just nailed him hard and snapped him over and down. Tag on Travis.
Travis back in. Les Freeman picked up off the mat. Now straight up in the air. Travis dropped him down across the knees. Heard Buddy Wayne say that's it. Now tag Sexton. Sexton is in there. Picks him up, sits him down on the turnbuckles over in the corner. Travis holding him up there from outside. Sexton. Ooh, suplex off the rope. 1, 2, and that is it.
Quite a move by Ron Sexton as he positioned Travis and then suplexed him right off the top rope. Slammed him down and got a 1-2-3 cover.
3 minutes, 55 seconds was the time on it as Sexton, Travis, and the manager, Buddy Wayne, are going to walk out of here with a victory in their column. Boy, the way they did it.
Quite a move as Sexton, as we said, put him right up there in position and coming off at Sexton's back. And look, you see Freeman piled right down hard. Oh, and his head bouncing up and down as Sexton covers him up, gets a 1-2-3. The winners, Travis and Sexton. Back in just a moment. Okay, we're going to be back in the ring here in just one moment. Dave's got out of town with all the action coming up. Well, we had before that Stan Lane who was out here. Steve, okay, get him fixed up?
No, he's not okay, Lance. He's back there. His eyes are very glassy. I think he's got a concussion or something. He's hurting pretty bad. I want to come out here and I want to thank Tom Ernesto and Eddie Marlin for giving us the title shot Monday, but there's no way I'm going to let Steve get in that ring the way he is. He's hurt pretty bad. Let me tell you what I did. And I hope that Jonathan Boyd and Rip Thorne or Rip Taylor, whatever the dude's name is listening backstage. So I just made a long-distance phone call to Jackie Fargo, brother. And he was going to Florida. He had some plans. He was going on vacation, but he just dropped everything. He said, let me tell you something, Stan. When you and Steve get hurt, brother, I'll be there. I'll be right by your side. So he's going to be there Monday night. And I don't even want it. I don't want a title match. We're not even concerned about those darn titles right now. Let me tell you something, sheep herders. You're out here. Steve and I won this match on TV for one reason, Lance, because we wanted to videotape the match, because every darn time we get in the ring, something like this happens, and we're darn sick and tired of it. And it's on film now for everybody to see. The promoter saw it and everybody else saw it. We know it happens. They can't beat us without doing this kind of garbage. Let me tell you something. No title match Monday. We don't care about the titles right now, but I'll tell you what we do care about. We care about some hurting and some pain, and sheep herders, it's going to all come down Monday night, brother. Believe what I say. You're going to get hurt, and you're going to get hurt bad, and nobody does it any better than the King, Jackie Fargo, and Stan and Steve. Let me tell you something, guys. There's going to be hell to pay Monday night in the Mid-South Coliseum.
Stan Lane And I don't blame him emotionally using good judgment and saying Steve was in no condition. He didn't want to get him back in the ring. So scratch one wrestling match, put in one brawl, brother, because with Fargo coming in as Stanley's partner, that's what's going to be happening in there. Okay, we'll run over when we have an opportunity all of the Monday night card a little later. Right now, I wanted to remind those folks, because we are getting letters and they are forwarded to the office, for those folks who are interested in having wrestling in your town and being a sponsor of wrestling in your town, you can do so by writing in, supplying the information that's necessary of what your name, how to contact you, what the organization is, and write to Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 100681, Nashville, Tennessee, and the zip code there is 37210. We'll leave that up there just a second for any of the organizations around that, regardless of where you happen to be, if you're interested in getting Championship Wrestling into your town and you as a sponsor, Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 100681, Nashville, Tennessee, 37210. Speaking of out of town, how about it, Dave?
Lots of action coming up beginning tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Boy, what a card over there. The box office is going to be open at 3 o'clock this afternoon, so you folks in the Jonesboro area can get your tickets in advance. You will see Jerry Lawler, the fabulous ones on the card, and from what Stan said a minute ago, I don't know if Steve will be able to get into the ring or not. But anyway, they will be there. Jerry Lawler is indeed going to be in Jonesboro. The Sheepherders will be there. Travis and Sexton with manager Buddy Wayne. All tonight in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Dyersburg, Tennessee, with Championship Wrestling coming up Friday night. This will be at the State College, Community College Gymnasium. Lawler will be there. PYT Express. Tojo and Jerry Jarrett on the card. The Sheepherders six-man tag match included on that card. You buy tickets in advance and you'll save $1. That's in Dyersburg Friday night. Jackson, Tennessee, Sunday, July 7th. Box office will be open that day at noon. There will be a spectacular super card, and you see the folks who are going to be included. See Terry Taylor. Terry Taylor is going to be back in Jackson, Tennessee on Sunday, July 7th. Also, the King, Jerry Lawler, will be included on that card. That is coming up July 7th. It's a Sunday in Jackson.
Terry holds the international heavyweight belt that he won in Memphis, as a matter of fact. And we haven't had him back in. Tried to put him back in, but he's got a very busy schedule with that championship. So a great break for Jackson, Tennessee. Let me give you the...
Got a couple more here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Blytheville, Arkansas, on Friday, July 12th, the American Legion Arena. Advance tickets are on sale right now. And also, coming up July 12th in Huntington, Tennessee, it'll be at the air-conditioned Civic Center. And Championship Wrestling will have a great card for you in Huntington, Tennessee on Friday the 12th. Saturday the 13th in Marktree, Arkansas. Friday, July 19th up in Somerville, Tennessee. On Friday, August 2nd, Camden, Tennessee. And on Friday, August 9th, Championship Wrestling will be in Boonville, Mississippi. Lots of action coming up. You're going to check what is now a revised Memphis card, right?
Yes, going to go over the Memphis card as we have it right now, and it's going to look something like this. Remember, you can get your tickets all day on Monday down at the Coliseum. You can get them today, as a matter of fact, and also on Monday at any of the Ticketmaster locations. 8 p.m. is bell time. Opportunity for you to see big tag action, plus a Southern Heavyweight Championship match. Bill Smithson and Terry Adonis will be going against Tommy Montana and Johnny Rich. Phil Hickerson in the spoiler will be going against Yamamoto and Jarrett. Jerry Oski and Jay Youngblood will be tangling with the team of Billy Travis and Ron Sexton. Then you will have a match with the PYT against, not the Sheepherders, but the PYT against Les Freeman and Gino De La Sera. And then in a revised match, it will not be a Southern Tag title match. Scratch that. Make it just a brawl, a fight, when the Sheepherders will be facing Stan Lane and the fabulous Jackie Fargo. And then the final bout is going to be an AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship match. And this bout will have Jerry the King Lawler defending against the Master of Fire, Bota the Witch Doctor. All of that Monday night, right down at the Mid-South Coliseum. We're going to, no. We're not going to do that. All right, we're going to go to the ring.
Go
right
back
now.
to the ring.
Hey,
Get
why don't
more
we do
action
that?
in here.
Yeah, we had a change today when we added.
Upton was set to take Norvell over coming off the ropes. Norvell let him do just that, but then reacted. And Upton ended up on the short end of that particular one. Upton off the ropes, runs right into a clothesline. Norvell Austin drives him down to the mat as he grabbed him with a clothesline and just followed him down. Makes the tag, and here's Coco.
Upton was getting up off the mat, but it took him 3 times to do it. Boy, it rang his bell when Norvell slammed his head down on that mat. Big knee from Norvell and Upton down. Johnny Rich hanging in the corner. And a modified power slam from Norvell puts Upton back down in the middle of the ring again. Coco, whoa, brain buster, drove him down, and I think that probably is going to finish Dennis Upton as Coco does a little dance right on the stomach. And 1, 2, 3, he got him. Brainbuster was the finishing approach, and Coco again tramples the midsection of Dennis Upton.
3 minutes, 10 seconds the time on it. All PYT. Johnny Rich had a moment or two. He's going after Coco. Norvell, both of them, grab him. Look out. Johnny Rich thrown into the ropes. Match is over.
Okay, we're going to take time out. We're going to check the clock and see what we've got going, and we'll be back in just a moment.
All right, we're back, and with the championship match we had today, things a little uncertain right now. But here come Jay Youngblood and Jerry Oski, and coming across the other way, walking right in front of the camera and blurring it out there, the very large Phil Hickerson and the almost equally as large Spoiler, his partner. This match is going to go to the expiration of time. To the expiration of time, introducing at a total of 455 pounds. From Hartford, Connecticut, Jerry Oski, his partner from Texas, Jay Youngblood, and going against him at 521 pounds. From parts unknown, the Spoiler, his partner from Jackson, Tennessee, Phil Hickerson. This match will go to the expiration of time. Jerry Calhoun is the referee. Bell sounds, and it's going to be Phil Hickerson starting against Jerry Oski.
Yeah, we are pressed for time. We still got to get another break in or two because of our championship match. But we'll just run this son of a gun. It ought to be a doggone good match. Two veterans, I mean Hickerson and Spoiler, as good as you will see walking down a pike as tag teams. And they're in there against a couple of very aggressive guys, and Jerry Oski and Jay Youngblood. So we may have to break away in the middle of this match, but we'll be back into it if we have to. Oski in there with Phil Hickerson. Spoiler rolled up on his shoulder, and Oski had him going, but he got the first count, and that was about it, as the Spoiler still hanging on to that side headlock. Oski trying to power his way out, does. Double top wrist lock, and this time I believe, I didn't see it for sure, but it looked like a little hair, Dave, that he might have grabbed and pulled out of it.
I think we can strongly suspect that.
Yeah. Look at that elbow from Hickerson. Well, I'll tell you, this guy has wound as many clocks as anybody in the wrestling business. Takes a shot and comes right back with one.
And with Oski coming off the ropes, he didn't just stand there. He got some momentum himself and met him head on.
Spoiler takes the tag. He's fired into the ropes as Oski comes back. Oski comes off, puts a foot to him, slams Phil Hickerson. Let's stand by in the booth because we're going to have to cut away here for a break. And and we'll just continue with the match. Okay, let's take a break. We'll keep it rolling, and we'll be back to this match in just a moment. Jerry Oski holding the advantage, but our time limit is running out on this match. We are terribly sorry that it worked out this way, but son of a gun, it just does sometime, and the championship match was worth it. We have 2 Southern Tag champs, and if we get a chance, we'll try to cover that a little bit later. Right now, Hickerson, Oski going at it, and a big drop kick. Hickerson back up. Oski is, and our time limit is up. That's it. That's all. I'm sorry. Time limit is up. It'll be a draw. Dave, we still got to take another break, and we'll be back.
Brand new Southern Tag Team Champions today. The Sheepherders take the belts in a most controversial decision over the team of the Fabulous Ones, Stan and Steve. Steve Kern hurt, but nonetheless, it is the Sheepherders, the new AWA Southern Tag Team Champions.
Poked with that flag standard. Listen, Monday night, here's what you got. You got Lawler going against this Boda, the witch doctor, that Leslie Floyd Creechman III represents. You got Fargo, the Fabulous One, and Stan Lane going against the Sheepherders. Lots of other tag action. Boy, we're flat out of time today. A lot of action. We'll be back next week. Till we see you at that time, Lance Russell and Dave Brown saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.